Coach, the Tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, Bradford. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 91 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Well, a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Jags grab it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bradford. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Grant, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That'll be caught by Rodgers. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Smith here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Bradford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long for Bradford. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Rodgers. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
From the 22, Rodgers. It's complete. Stills. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Touchdown, Packers! Irv Smith Jr. with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Bradford now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A second down throw for Bradford. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here we go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We go.
On first and 10, Bradford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play action now. Bradford under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 11 yards there. First down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, open man is Kirk, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder to start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Check. Tight dog. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey.
They go to Elliott again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Bradford now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
7 yards there and a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw complete to Chark. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Check. Check. 53's mine.
Bradford now from the 50. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 44, Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Edelman. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To try again after the sack. Blanford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 43's the mic. 43's the one truck. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Lucky.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bradford, and he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We got 4.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Rodgers now off the bootleg. Jones has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Rodgers going to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. On 1st down, it's Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. This is Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, Bradford. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. The open man is Westbrook.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Open man is Westbrook, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, it's Bradford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. First down, Bradford. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Bradford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On third down, Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Bradford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 48 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down throw for Bradford. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun. Bradford being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
This for his running back, McCoy. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. To throw again on second down. Bradford dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Throwing, Bradford. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Green 18. Inside. Silver.
They'll try the right side with Jones. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 36 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. The stamina, way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when I tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to leave some of piece of my animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in